Welcome back to the corner, everyone. I am the DM as always, and today I'm going to be talking more about Concord. Well, I won't be talking about it really. This gentleman will be. He goes by the name of Jazarus on YouTube. Um, I saw his pop up, and I gave it a quick watch. Watched about like a minute or so. And this guy's just straight spitting facts. And after listening to him, like, yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say, and let's talk about it a little bit.
Hey guys, some time ago I uploaded a video talking about one of the worst things that you can say related to a video game, which is if you don't like it, don't play it. I hate this expression because it is really stupid. Are you thinking what is behind this sentence, brother? If people don't play the game dies down.
Yeah,
Plus, if I am talking about the game, it is because in some way I do care about the game. And yes, I am pissed off about this because when I upload a video talking about a game and I complain about something, there always come a stupid bitch that says, if you don't like it, don't play it. Brother, I am talking about the game because I want for the game to improve.
yeah. So just talking about this real quick. The whole if you don't like it, don't play it. Um, just saying if you don't like it, don't play it does nothing to actually improve the game or the video game industry whatsoever. All it does, as he'll mention in a moment, is it is copium for the people who are playing the game. When I talk about one of the earliest videos that I actually made was talking about Earth 2. And I came at it from a game designer's perspective, not to necessarily like berate and ridicule Shane or anything like that, but to give some insights as to why and where he was fucking up. And each of my subsequent videos was doing the exact same thing, and all of them, at least from what I can see, were received relatively positively, even by both the Earth 2 community and by people who don't like Earth 2. And I don't know if Shane ever watched any of my videos, but he seemed to at least follow the advice that I given. And when I make a video talking about like a video game or something, it's because I'm very passionate about video games, as is this guy. And I want to see the video game and the video games industry as a whole improve and become better, right? I don't necessarily want video games to fail, because if video games fail, that's bad for the developer. Firewalk Studios, for example, I have no doubts is going to go through at least a couple of firings. They're definitely going to fire some people, and I wouldn't be surprised if the entire studio just got shuttered by Sony. And for those who don't know, I had a few comments. Yes, I deleted. I had a few comments that was talking about how Sony only produced Concord. They didn't have any direct hand in actually developing the game. But who owns Firewalk Studios? I have this in a pinned comment. Sony owns Firewalk Studios. They straight up own them. As you can see here, great news. Firewalk Studios is joining the PlayStation Studios family. They own Firewalk Studios. So when I sit there and say that Sony is going to be doing this or doing that, or how it's Sony's fault for XYZ DEI bullshit, it's because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I've done my research, I'm in this industry, I'm in this field, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, and people like this guy, Jazarus, when he makes these kind of videos, he knows what the fuck he's talking about because he's done his research.
If everybody thought like you and stop playing the game goes and dies. And Concord proved me right. And that
Yeah.
is why I'm making this video. Because people said, I don't want to play like a fat, ugly bitch with Caesar pronouns. And you guys said, if you don't like it, don't play it. And people didn't play it, and the game fucking died. And it was well deserved. Now you understand why it is so stupid to say, if you don't like it, don't play it.
Exactly.
I am not saying that Concord failed because of that. Obviously, it failed because the game sucks. But it is a factor. that people said if you don't like it, don't play it, and you see that not playing the game and a lot of people not playing the game leads to the game dying.
Yeah. He's 100% right here. One thing I've always said, and we saw this with the Helldivers 2 situation, is the easiest way to make your voice heard is to not buy a game and to voice public sentiment. So with Helldivers 2, what happened was Sony decided to make all accounts require a linked PSN account. And that made it unavailable in over 170 countries. And what ended up happening was the community made their voice heard by going and refunding the game in mass. And they didn't just refund the game. No, because if they had just refunded the game would have immediately died because they're not given any feedback. They don't know why people are, or they do to some extent, but for the vast majority of it, they don't really know. They don't have like a concrete proof or evidence as to why people aren't playing the game, why people are refunding the game, right? Because like when you refund through Steam does not then go and send those refund notifications to Sony. Or at least I don't think they do. Maybe they do, but I'm pretty sure they don't. And so what ended up happening is people also mass downvoted the game, leaving negative reviews saying, this is the reason why I'm refunding. This is the reason why this game is going to die. And what happened is Sony pulled back slightly on it, and some players came back, right? I think it's hovering around like 30,000 concurrent players or some shit. I really don't care. And the reason why I don't care is because it's still unavailable in over 150 countries. That's why I don't care. And that's why I said they pulled back a little bit. People, they pulled back a little bit, and then people were just like, oh, okay, I'll forgive them. I still haven't forgiven them, and I will still never play that game until they reinstate the capabilities of everyone to play the game in all those countries that they've still revoked access to. So another thing is like D&D Beyond, right? This is an even better example of speaking with your money and not just spouting bullshit. Like, you know, if you don't like it, don't play it. Where they did that OGL bullshit, everyone began mass canceling their subscriptions to D&D Beyond and voicing massive dissentiment towards D&D because specifically of these OGL changes. Wizards of the Coast heard that, they rolled it back, tried to put the blame on D&D Beyond, and that's why I will never play any of their one D&D or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Because the most important thing is having people playing the game.
Yes.
But today is something common that when someone recommends a game to you, you go and look how many players does this game has to see if it is worth it to invest your time in a game that is popular and is not going to die down. So, a friend recommended an MMO to me, and you go and look in New World. Let's see how is New World doing, and you see that it has less than 5k players, and you say, fuck this, I am not playing this, I am not investing my time in this because this is dying. Do you understand why it is important having a player base?
And it's not just that the game is dying as the reason. People will look, especially like live service games like what Concord was trying to do, people will look at it and be like, okay, it has less than 5,000 players. How many times am I going to be matched up against the exact same fucking players? It's going to be enormously often. And eventually, you're going to get into this routine of knowing exactly when you're going to win and lose, and the game's going to be completely boring, right? So if, let's say, you get into a match with XYZ players, you've played with them like 15 times before, and 9 times out, or like 14 times out of those 15, you've lost, right? You're going to immediately write that match off and either Alt F4 and go play a different game, or you're just going to stand AFK and spawn all the game because you don't care, right? And so that's another factor as to why people are like, oh, it's less than this amount of players, I'm not even going to bother. Right. And also if it has less than that amount of players and it's a big AAA game like Concord was trying to be, they're going to look at it and be like, why would I go and play this game, which has less than 5k players, when I can just go and play Overwatch 2, a free game that has more than, you know, probably like 40, 50,000 people playing, right? It's going to be seen as clearly the vastly superior game. And some people are just going to go and play that instead.
I'm not pushing them start saying, if you don't like it, don't play it, because they are trying to improve the game with constructive because they are trying to improve the game with constructive criticism, brother. You can like something as a whole, but have some parts of it that you don't like that you want to see improve. I like WoW, but I think that a lot of the hero talents suck dick, and I want them to see them improve. Does that mean that I hate the game, that I shouldn't play it? No, it just means that I want this particular thing to be improved, and I am going to bitch and whine about it so they improve it. You don't have to like...
And that goes to what I was just saying and what he's been talking about this whole time is the only way for a game to get better, the only way for you to make a game better is to say something, to give that feedback and be like, I hate this aspect of this game, it needs to be improved. Dragon Age Inquisition. I think it's a good game. However, I think the openness of all of the fucking areas is fucking retarded and stupid. And I think it should have been a lot smaller. All the areas should have been significantly smaller in scope because it would have made everything feel better, right? You can go through the hinterlands of Dragon Age Inquisition and all you will see as you are running to your next objective is a little skirmish way off over there between, who is that? I think I see some spells. Maybe, yeah, uninterested, don't care. And then you keep going, and you keep walking, and about 10 minutes later, you finally get to your destination, to your quest objective. Oh, and then you have a small battle that lasts like a minute and a half. There wasn't any challenge. And then you have to go running back to the other side of the map for another 10 minutes. That's boring! That's stupid! That's dumb! Make the map sizes smaller, more condensed, and here's the thing. All of those random things that were happening out there, if it was a smaller, more condensed map, everywhere you go, there's something happening. Everywhere. But at the same time, those small little things won't fucking matter if they don't contribute something, right? All the skirmishes in Dragon Age Inquisition add nothing to the world, the lore, or any of the characterization of anything in the game. At all. Doesn't add a fucking thing. Doesn't add a... You could fucking remove them and nothing about the game would fucking change. Okay? That's just a fact of how the game is. But I still think the game is good.
Every single part of something, brother. For example, I am sure you have family members or friends that you love with all your heart, and they have some things that you don't like or you think they should improve, and that doesn't mean you don't love them, brother. Are you understanding? That is why I think that saying if you don't like it, don't play it is for stupid people that don't have foresight. When someone says to me, if you don't like it, don't play it, I automatically think that they are brain dead because they are incapable of visualizing a future where people listen to them and they don't play it and the game dies down, and then the thousands of dollars they spend in ridiculous skins for their disgusting waifus are evaporated because the servers are shut down and the company declares bankruptcy, and then they lay off 500 employees, and one of those employees goes to Twitter to write that gamers suck and that is what the game dies down, and then they blame Asmongold because he found them for 15 videos talking about how the game is shit, and they are incapable of thinking that it died because of them, because they push people away with their bullshit. That is why saying if you don't like it, don't play it is stupid. You a stupid motherfucker.
Preach, my guy, fucking preach. I love his energy. This is what I wish people were more like. It's just be like, you're a stupid motherfucker. Let's listen to that again.
Because they push people away with their bullshit. That is why saying if you don't like it, don't play it is stupid. You a stupid motherfucker. Fuck.
Oh my god, I love his energy because it's the exact same way I approach all of my videos. It's just like, you are fucking stupid. Shut up. Oh my god, it's such a good fucking energy to have, especially in this kind of industry, right? Because the only way that video games improve and get better is by fan feedback, right? So let's just take I don't know, what's a really bad game? No Man's Sky. Okay, let's take No Man's Sky. I'm sure you all remember No Man's Sky, right? It launched to massive, massive negative reviews. Fucking out the ass, except for like IGN, which gives everything a 7 out of 10. But like all the fans were like, this is so fucking dog shit, right? They were like, this is dog shit. You promised all these features and they're not fucking here. What the fuck is this fucking atrocious video game? It's fucking shit. It's terrible. It's dumb. Why the fuck did I buy this game? You clearly don't fucking listen to feedback, right? They gave all this feedback. They were like, this game is fucking trash. And you know what fucking happened? The developer was like, you know what? You're right. This game is fucking trash. I hear you. And you know what he did? He then went and spent the next several years, I think it was like next 2-3 years, adding every fucking thing that he promised. He didn't do any other updates. He didn't add any other content than what he fucking promised. And you know what? You know what happened after he actually added all those things? People came back and were like, oh my god, yes, this is what you promised. Thank you for actually listening to fan feedback and delivering. Now, does that make the game great? No, it makes the game what it should have been at launch. But you know what he then did? He then went and continued to add updates to improve the game. And you know why he did it? Because of fan feedback. There's a feedback loop. Do you understand? Like, this is the only way that games improve. It's with feedback, with criticism. If people who don't like the game stop playing it, do not offer any feedback, the game dies. Like he said, Concord proved this.
I am going to get a heart attack, brother. This isn't possible, my dude.
Hey, take it easy, man. Don't have a heart attack. We need more people like him. We need more people like him that will just fucking say the truth and fuck your filter.
There are no two words in the English language more harmful than
don't play it. Brother, I always say, I want to be loved. I am a Christian man. I always want to show love. But this is like a trigger for me. Like, you know, that game Dustborn, that is also a bullshit game that they said when you say something stupid, they say trigger. If you don't like it, don't play it, is the trigger for me. Like someone says, oh, you are ugly, fat, and I fucked your mother. Yeah, man, for sure, all is cool. They say, oh, you come for a third-world shithole and your accent sucks. That is true, my man. That is completely true. And then they say, hey, if you don't like it, don't play it.
Hey, I don't think your accent's bad at all. I think your accent is pretty cool. I wish I had an accent.
What the fuck did you just say to me, motherfucker? And that is everything that I wanted to tell you today, guys. Just saying that Concord proved my point. It is awesome when reality proves your concepts and what you are saying in your videos, brother. And that just happened. I said, saying this is stupid. Reality proved me right. It is awesome. It feels great. So I am also educating you so you don't say this anymore, because this makes people look like an idiot, in my opinion. So yes, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole situation. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a clown? Am I completely wrong? And it is fine to say, if you don't like it, don't play it. Did Concord prove me right, or it doesn't?
It's not all right for you to say it.
Doesn't have anything to do. The game just sucked. What are you talking about? If you don't like it, don't play it. Let me know everything in the comments below. I love reading comments even when they don't agree with me. The only comments I don't like are the ones that say, if you don't like it, don't play it. Guys, also remember to like the video, to subscribe to the channel, all that cool stuff. Help me out, my dude. Guys, thanks for being here.
This
you
guy
guys
definitely
are awesome.
deserves
God
more
bless you. And remember, don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride.
Yeah. He's absolutely 100% factually correct here in literally every single way. And I think that this needs to be taken more into consideration with future games. If for some reason Firewalk Studios isn't shuttered, I hope they get a second chance. In fact, honestly, I hope they just take what they have with Concord and just revamp it. Just recreate the models, make them better designs, improve the speed of the game, improve the gameplay itself, make it free, not a fucking $40 bullshit. And yeah, like honestly, if they'd just made it free from the outset, the backlash wouldn't have been anywhere near as intense. I guarantee that, because people would be like, "Yeah, this game has really atrocious character designs. Yeah, this game has really bad gameplay, but it's free to play. So what the fuck ever, you know? It is costing you time, which is something you can never get back. But people could play it for like an hour and not have to worry about anything, right? So, anyways, yeah, I totally agree with this guy. I think this guy is doing nothing but spitting facts. So, preach, my brother. Preach. Anyways, that's been all I have to say today. That's it. Thank you all for coming to my corner. I've been Danimi as always. If you liked the video, hit like, hit subscribe. If you didn't like the video, hit dislike it. Leave a comment, tell me why. And I will see you all later.